This is your friend Amara. This is your friend Amara. This is your friend Amara the lesbian. Amara the lesbian. The lesbian. The lesbian. Amara the lesbian. Oh my God. Good morning. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your friend Amara. Amara the lesbian. And in today's video, we are wrapping up everything that's happened this year in this video, and we are going to pray into the next year, and I'll share with you what's my plans, what I currently I'm thinking of doing next year. So if you're interested in this video, stay tuned, stay connected, grab something, grab somebody with consent. Any non-consensual grabbing a rape. So grab with consent or grab your own self. I've realized that grabbing yourself, grabbing your boobs is very soothing, and a lot of people have said it around me that, you know, touching their boobs, grabbing their boobs actually soothe them. So you can grab your boobs as you watch me. It might soothe you. Or you can grab your water. I have a bottle of water around me. Your wine, your drink, your puff-puff, your gugu, your plantain chips, your suya, your kilishi, pounded yam, even anything, anyone with consent that will help you enjoy this video. Grab it, grab them, because you know at the end of the day, me again, I always want you to enjoy my videos, no matter what it is we're talking about, or processing, or dissecting. I want you to enjoy looking at my face, enjoy hearing my voice, enjoy grabbing, enjoy drinking. Anything you're going to do, enjoy it, all right? Because I want you to enjoy my videos. So enjoy. This year 2021 was a lot. Wow. Most of you found me this year. Most of you found me last year actually, but a huge chunk. I feel like half of my subscription found me this year. I started this year with so much feelings, so much uncertainty, so much heaviness, and it only got heavier. So let's unpack the year. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing some of the things that people have asked me over the year, and I didn't say anything about. So we're just unpacking the year. It's not like I'm dissecting anyone or processing anyone, but we're unpacking the year, all right? So I started this year, January, feeling unsafe in my house. Olanka and I started the year feeling very unsafe in our house. So I think sometime during January, February, we left. No, in January. It was January. So January this year, beginning of the year, we left our house for like a month. We traveled to Lagos. We had somebody that time who was willing to host us for like a month. And we stayed in Lagos. We had a good time. We had an amazing time. Actually, if I'm being honest, we had such an amazing time, right? On coming back to Abuja, we knew for certain we had to move. So when we came back from Lagos is when we started thinking of moving. We started looking for a house. We started soliciting for help. I started mentioning in my videos that I wanted to move. Oh, another thing that happened this year, you people came through for me heavy. I started talking in my videos how I want to move, but I don't necessarily have the money for it. So if anybody wants to send me money, they should send me money or more. From February, March, April, May, June, I received money from people. Like, I received over $2,000 from random strangers, from people I do not know, people who just watch my channel and hear my voice, and they're like, yes, I'm going to give to this person something. So this year, this channel, this platform, people on this platform came through for me heavy. So heavy. I will not forget it. Like, to the day I die, I will not forget how scared I was that period, how uncertain, how heavy I was that period. Even though I was coming here to laugh and make jokes, almost in my real life I was shaking. I didn't know how to navigate life. And then we were getting broke. After selling the farm, let me tell you people, So Olayinka and I, we sold our farm. We didn't sell the farm, the location of the farm. We sold the farm, like the farm equipment, everything about the farm. We took down the structures. We sold everything. The bed cages, the bed feeders, everything. We sold it all. We didn't want to sell the land and property because, I mean, it's property. It's not wise to sell property. Keep property, they appreciate with time. So we sold everything. And we also did not want to, we actually considered selling the farm to another farmer. But we didn't get good enough offers. All the offers we were getting weren't good enough. It was like a steal. People were trying to steal the farm from us. So we're just like, no, we'll sell the equipment, we'll sell everything, but the land, we'll keep it, right? And that is what we did. After selling all of those things, we started paying back because by the time when this farm ended, we were in debt. We had business. If you know any of your friends that is doing business, hold them close and hug them. Any of your friends that is entrepreneur, hold them and hug them because that's no easy. Sometimes you have to borrow money to invest in your business. You are saying boss. Sometimes what it takes to be a boss is other people's money. Wallahi. So we were in debt by the time the farm ended. So when we sold all those things, we started paying back debts, right? And then the remaining we had it in a savings account, and that was, how we were getting by. And small, this money finished. When it finished, it was in the middle of a crisis. When our savings finished, actually, it was in the middle of a crisis. EndSARS had happened, and after EndSARS, the feeling of unsafety hit us like mad. So we couldn't even stay in our house half the time. We were going from a friend's place to a person's place to a hotel room and then we're spending so much money. I wasn't in the house to be cooking, so we had to be eating out, and we were just spending so much money because to be in our house was terrifying. I remember I made a video about it, so if you've not watched that video, you can go and check it out. I'll probably link it somewhere up. But if you've watched that video, you understand what I'm saying. The months after EndSARS was a lot. I won't lie to you today, but I'm still kind of shaken from EndSARS. Like I was telling somebody 2 days ago that, can you imagine what it was like? 1 minute, you're holding a banner saying, EndSARS, you're working with a group. And the next minute, the whole group have surrounded you. That day, we were attacked in the protest ground. There was a crowd of people. It was a circle. Yinka and I were in the middle of the circle. And these people were actively chasing us out, cursing us out, telling us to leave, that we are hijacking their protests. Some people were getting violent. Some people were threatening. We had to hold on to strangers who volunteered to be our bodyguards, who were, protecting us. We had to trust strangers with our lives. It was a very scary moment. See, right now, I'm still... After EndSARS, I actually did realize that there are some fights that you need to be safe before you go and fight it. If not, you just expose yourself further, you just destroy yourself further, you just kill yourself further. You need to be safe. I know, living in Nigeria, being queer in Nigeria, automatically, and being out and talking about it, most people automatically call you an activist, a this, a that, a this. But you have to choose the activism, the fights, the things you want to invest in or you involve in. No run they do every fight. Not be everything you go run, put your head inside. I'm not saying I regret being a part of EndSARS. I really don't. But I also know how very unwise it was for myself and my partner, the way we exposed ourselves without checking our home, we didn't think of those things. We just, let's go and protest. And, when viral posts started going on, people actually said we were trying to hijack the protest. That was the viral post that was going on. Queer people are hijacking the protest. So when the village people, when the locals in my area, people who don't read the news, people who just get WhatsApp BCs, their own version of the news was, these 2 women that are walking around the streets, they are fighting the government, they want to legalize gay marriage. And the hostility we got, we are still getting it till today, safe. I'm serious. In a way, EndSARS taught me that, yes, so activism is there, fight is there, but you have to be smart about everything. It's not everybody that is suited for every position. It's not everybody that should be doing some kind of heavy lifting. Your own work might be to open a channel and talk to the people. Your own might be to enter into the streets and actively fight people, and you have an apartment to run back to when things go shit, or you have a car that will come and pick you up, or you have sponsors that, you know, that send you money for upkeep. Your own might be that. So if you don't necessarily have like a backbone and anchor, my dear, be very wise about how you run into the streets to fight. So yeah, EndSARS was a lot, recovering from EndSARS was a lot, but you people came through for me in mad ways. I had friends sending me money, there were a lot of things that happened that were so fucking amazing, and I'm so grateful for it. Even on my bad days, even on the days where I feel like, oh, I'm tired, I don't want to be a mad lesbian anymore. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? I remember you people, I remember how much people came through for me, how much people come through for me. You still do, you still very much do. And I'm just like, you know what now? Just sleep, cry, sleep and wake up. You are a married lesbian. You continue your journey. So even on my bad days, even the days when it is very, very hard, remembering that you people hold me as much as I hold you keeps me going. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you to every single one of you that has one way or the other showed me love this year, last year even. Commented on this page, sent me messages, sent me money, sent me gifts, sent me food. I was getting so much food at some point that I had to stop accepting food because I started being scared of being poisoned. You have shown me so much love on this platform, and I'm grateful, and I'm very grateful. It's one of the highlights of my year, the love I received from this platform. Thank you. Thank you. This year was also filled with heartbreak, heartbreaks and loss. I kind of lost friends this year. If you've been here a while, you probably know there was a period of time where I was very chummy and close with a group of queer people, and we're making videos and we're loving and laughing and communing. It was one of the best period of my YouTubing days, honestly. We were very happy and it was really amazing times. And then we all went our separate ways, and then people were asking me, you Amara, what happened? What happened to the gays? What happened? And I was very evasive about what happened. I really do not know. This is not me being evasive, this is not me trying to lie, but I really do not know what happened. One day, 1 minute, one period, we're all in a group, we even had a group chat, we're all together, we were all chummy, and after a while, some people weren't responding in the group chats, they weren't saying anything, they had disconnected themselves from the group. For months, we were all asking ourselves, the remaining people in the group, we were asking ourselves, what happened? Why are these people not talking to us? And we were actually reaching out, the rest of us, we were reaching out, we were asking, you people are not in the group anymore, what is happening, blah, blah, blah. We didn't get any responses. I reached out to one of them one time, and I left this long message of, the energy is off, something is off. I got no response. That was December last year even. The detachment has started since EndSARS happened. I personally thought that, okay, maybe EndSARS was a lot for everybody, maybe everybody's recovering, because I mean, we are all queer people. That period was a lot for all of us, a lot. These people who detached, they didn't reach out, they didn't say anything until like March this year. Yeah, March this year, I remember somebody got a call from one of them saying, oh yeah, we are finally ready to tell you what happened. I don't know how that call went because it's not me that they called. But later on, I heard that, one of the person that detached from the group said she detached from the group because she felt like I did not like her. And nobody called me to tell me that. I wasn't even one that got the call or made the call. Honestly, when I heard that the reason why these people detached from the group is because this other person thought you don't like her, so she detached with her partner. I was very disappointed. I could have reached out. Till today, I keep telling myself, Amma, you could have reached out. You could have called them. You're a powerful person. You can call and make things right. I could have reached out. I could have called, like, yo, I just heard that you said it's because I don't like you. That's why you broke away from the group. Oh, I'm sorry. I could have done that. In fact, between you and me, I almost did that. I wanted to do that. But I was very disappointed. It's been 6 months. It's been 6 months of actively detaching from the group, of actively sending out, you know, what's the word? It's been 6 months of people being in our DMs asking us what is happening with the gays, what is happening with these people. It's been 6 months. It's been 6 months, and you come. You don't even call me. You had an issue with me. Okay, no problem. You don't even call me. You're calling everybody 1-1. Everybody beside you 1-1 to say, this is why you left the group. You left the group because Amara doesn't like you. So it became a thing of, okay, Amara versus these people. Pick a side. And I don't know whether people were picking sides or people were trying to be neutral, or I personally felt like this was very disrespectful to the friendship we had, to the dynamic we had. We were a group of friends who had cried together, we had eaten together, we had prayed together, we had trauma bonded, we had held ourselves in the middle of the night and vomited the pain that our parents fed us. One of this person that had detached from the group, one of them, I remember one night we trauma bonded so much about our fathers, and I held her hand and I said to her, you know what, you're going to be my sister. I'm your sister. Our fathers will never hurt us again. If your father touch you again in this life, call me. And I was very serious about our communion. I was very serious about this person being my sister. That is why when she started detaching, I wrote her, that person that I called a sister, I wrote my supposed sister, I wrote her saying, Omo, something is off in your energy. Something is off. But you know, I understand it. Lesbians are like that. We like incubating with our partners, our lovers. We don't like troubles. I understand. And she never replied my message. She never replied. She never said anything to me at all. Then March, April this year, I started hearing things that it was because I did not like her girlfriend. That is why she and her girlfriend detached from the group. My dear, you and I said we were going to be friends, we were going to be sisters. I was making active effort to test you. You were testing me back. We were checking up on each other every day, every once in a while, every week. And then something is happening in your home. Your baby's feeling like your sister, your friend doesn't like her. You could not up and test me. Yo, guy, what's up? My baby's feeling like you don't like her. Is there anything up there? You just detached yourself from a group of friends. We were like 8, 9. Both of you just detached from the group. Then they came back and said, oh, the reason why they are back, the reason why they left is because Amara didn't like them. And everybody that was listening to them, nobody could hold them accountable for the fact that, oh my guy, no, I'm sorry that happened to you, but it's been 6 months and the way you put left was very disrespectful to the group. Can we call a group meeting? Can we? Nobody did that. Instead, what was happening was everybody was just like, okay, I've made peace with this one. It's not me that is the problem. Okay, it's not me that is the problem. The problem is Amara. Everybody was just like, okay, it's not me. Okay, you didn't have a problem with me. Oh, thank you. Then they shift. So it then became as if it was me that had the problem, or me and them that had the problem. It was very weird. And at this point, I was feeling very bad that I stopped thinking about, okay, maybe you can fix it. Okay, maybe you can call them. Okay, maybe I stopped thinking about it. I just pulled it into myself and I ran also because if you've been here, well, I've discussed how running is one of my coping mechanisms. I run. Things make me uncomfortable. I run. I japa. Even if I want to try, my first instinct is to run. So I ran, right? I ran into myself. I ran into my home. I locked the door and I moved on. And for months, people were asking, yo, what happened? What is happening? What is happening? What, Omo? There was no way I could have come and told you what was happening, what did not happen, what happened. Because even I myself, I was trying to process and unpack what the fuck was happening, right? And then in the middle of all of this, I was going out with someone who was part of the group, and then our relationship ended in the middle of all of these things, and it made everything even more messier because our relationship ended in a terrible note. In a very terrible note. I won't even lie to you, I won't sugarcoat it. It was the final moment of that relationship was terrible. We had an amazing relationship. Till today, I still tell people that, I had an amazing relationship with this person, although it seemed like at the end of the relationship it seemed like most of what we shared was a lie, right? But I mean, when it was happening, it wasn't a lie, it was great. I still have it as great times, right? But towards the end, at the end, it ended. It was messy, it was terrible, it was painful. So it made everything more worse because our mutual friends now had to pick a side, right? And because I don't know how to explain it, we both hurt each other, right? But I hurt this person in a way that she had evidence to show people. Oh, this is what Amara did to me. This is what Amara, like, the way this person fucked up with me, fucked up with my mind, fucked up with my existence. I don't have it I cannot show, like, except you're my friend and I'm really, really narrating what I experienced in this relationship. You might not necessarily understand how this person fucked me up. Or no, this person did not fuck me up. How I was fucked up in the space I shared with this person, right? You might not understand it. Because how will I explain what I'm trying to say? When the relationship ended, we both did things to each other. We both did. There's any way this person wants to talk about this and they exempt themselves of wrongdoings, it will be a lie. We both did things to each other. But towards the end, at the end, I was filled with bitterness, guy. I was filled with, not bitterness. It's not bitterness. Bitterness is not what I was filled with. I was filled with blood. My mouth, I was filled with blood. And guys, I will not lie, I spat this blood on her. I didn't want to hold it in. I spat it on her. So she had this evidence of, look at the blood that Amara poured on me. Look at, and all our mutual friends took her side. So everybody unfollowed me, everybody distanced themselves from me. And myself, I did not run and beg them to come and hear my side. I did what I know how to do best. I ran into myself and I closed the door. I ran. Till today, I still ask myself, should I have spoken to this person? Should I have told them my own side? Should I have? But the truth is, I shouldn't have. What I did was what was best for me. Because although we're in a friend group and we're close and we're loving and we're tight and all, what I experienced in that friend group concerning this relationship I had with this person was shadiness, shady spirit. I remember this conversation I had with a friend. I called her up one morning and I told her, I feel like my friends are gossiping behind my back. Like, that's what I said to her. I feel like they talk behind my back and I don't like the feeling of it. So even when the relationship ended and I was feeling like, oh, maybe I should reach out to this people and tell them my own point of view or something, I had to remind myself that during the relationship, you were feeling like these people were gossiping behind your back. These people were saying shit things behind your back. So these people are not necessarily your friend. Like, I don't know how to explain it. The relationship is saying, okay, I had a partner, Olayanka. Then I had, for those of you that know I'm poly, right? Then I had a lover, right? And we're all in a friend group. And I don't necessarily think everybody was accepting of that. So they had a lot to say, they had opinions, I don't even think, they didn't say it to me, I don't know who they said it to, but from their countenance, from their looks, from just things that were happening, you could tell that these people gossip about you, or these people have opinions about your life. Like, it was messy. So when the relationship ended, I didn't feel like these mutual friends that we shared were my friends. I felt like I felt like they had been waiting for that relationship to end so they can like tear it apart, dissect it, which is what they did. And it was very, disappointing. It was very disappointing because these people are adults. These people are not children. I was not in a friendship with children. I was in a friendship with adults. And they were all acting like we were in secondary school. And honestly, I wasn't ready to do that with them. So they shut me off. I ran into myself, I shut off, and that was how the gaze finally ended. When my relationship with that person ended was the last straw, right? This is honestly what happened. There was the group of people who detached from the group, and then we're still trying to survive that, and then my relationship with this other person ended, and that blew up everything. So we didn't necessarily have one big fight. Because I get people who ask me, did anybody snatch anybody's girlfriend? Did anybody sleep with anybody's girlfriend? Did somebody do this to anybody? Nobody slept with anybody's girlfriend. Nobody violated anybody's privacy. Nobody slapped anybody. Nobody beat up anybody. Nobody stole anybody's money. It was just, we were a group of people who got together by trauma bonding. That's the truth. We trauma bonded. We cried, we prayed, we shared our traumas, our pains. But outside of trauma, we didn't necessarily know how to communicate with each other. Like, we're trying to build a friendship, and I really do believe that everybody in that space actually was happy, or they were trying at least. Because I mean, we were taking trips, we were spending our money, we're doing all of these things that if you don't necessarily want to fuck with a person, you won't be doing that, right? So, but I do believe, I said this to myself, I said it to my friends, I do believe that when you make friends through trauma bonding, that friendship might still be very, very fragile. Even though you feel like you know yourself, you are best friends, you are sisters, you might still have a fragile relationship, because trauma bonding is not all that is needed to keep a friendship, a relationship. You need communication, you need uncomfortable truth, you need a lot of looking at yourself in the eyes and like, yo guy, this to me you do me, I don't like, I'm waiting with this now. Uncomfortable conversations, you need it. It's not just, my father beats me, come let's cry. My father and your father is a bad father, come let's hold our hand about it. It's not just that. Friendship requires communication. It requires you bringing your insights to the surface, to the outside. So when you're honestly trying to be friends with somebody, if something is happening in your inside, try and bring it outside. If they now spit on your inside, if they now shame you for doing that, you can count it as, this person is a bad friend, let me remove myself from this person. But if you never give them a chance to even represent themselves, to even fight for the friendship, so personally, I do believe that what happened with the gays is that we formed this beautiful communion, this beautiful friendship that was founded and formed on trauma bonding. We all gathered with, the thing that we all share, which was we are quite poor in Nigeria, we are being oppressed, we are being bullied, we are being hated on. Come, let's hold ourselves and cry. Now we finish crying. Now somebody should pass me the water. Now somebody has to cook. Now somebody has to clean the space. Now somebody has all the little things that we have to do to exist as human beings in a space. We are now doing it. Friction is going to happen. I mean, if you touch two things together, friction will happen. Now, we now need more. We now need communication. We now need intentionality. And we could not achieve that with ourselves. We could not communicate. We could not fight. We actually could not fight. I don't think we ever fought in that group. I feel like everybody just held their own thing inside until they couldn't anymore and they just poof, and then it went AWOL. I don't know. I might be wrong. I might be wrong because I've heard somebody say Amara is a bully, Amara is a this, Amara is a that. So I might be wrong in my own experience or my own narration of what happened. Not wrong. I might be ignorant. I might not know. So maybe there are other people who know what happened better than I do. But for me, this is what I know happened. Lack of communication, lack of intentionality, a lot of other words that I probably don't want to even say out loud because anyways, that's what happened. That's what happened with the gays. Nobody slept with anybody's anything. Nobody stole anybody's money. For those of you perpetrating, I've heard that rumor that somebody slept with somebody's girlfriend. Nobody did that, I beg. I don't know who they tell me that thing. Nobody did that. Nobody slept with anybody's anything. We weren't doing that. We actually, when we were gathering, it was holy. It's just, we are also humans. We were also humans. And we're also hurt humans. Like when you bring a gathering of gay people, queer people, I need you to know that you're gathering people who are black sheeps of their family, people who have had a hard time existing, people who still have a hard time existing, people who feel unsafe in their home, people who are anxious, who battle with anxiety, depression. Like when you gather queer people, you're gathering a lot of trauma in the same space, honestly. So when people are in the same space, sharing, loving, talking, a lot of grace is needed, a lot of kindness is needed, a lot of patience is needed, because these people are hurt people, and hurt people have hurts. They have hurts. I mean, the intentionality of not giving you the hurt is there, but they have hurt. So even when they're not trying to give you the hurt, it might seep out, it might come out. It might come out. That is why uncomfortable conversations are needed to create friendships, to create bridges from one person's life to another. You have to be willing to have that uncomfortable conversation with me and tell me, oh, Amara, that thing you did yesterday, I don't appreciate it. I'll much rather you don't do it anymore, right? And then me have the uncomfortable conversation of, what was that? Oh my God, that was not... Uncomfortable conversations are needed. It's not necessarily going to be comfortable, but they are needed. And I know most people do not know how to have uncomfortable conversations. Most of us actually, our parents didn't teach us how to have those uncomfortable conversations, how to resolve conflict. And that is what happened in the friendship dynamics I shared with these people. We weren't able to resolve any conflict. We weren't even able to talk about it or bring it forward. I feel like everybody was just burying things and swallowing things, so there will be peace, so we'll all be having a good time. And we're all having a good time until we weren't anymore, until hard things started happening, until, there was a breakup, until, So yes, also I want to use this opportunity to say, if you're in a friendship group and two people are dating in that group, make una talk to them, make una ask them, what's the plan? If you people break up, what is the plan? Because this thing of, anyways, it depends if they are, because I will actually, to be honest, I would say these people were more her friends than they were my friend. I was trying to make them my friend, though, like, I feel like I really was. There's this one person I'd even written to, and I told her, yo, I heard you're such a good friend. I want good friends. Be my friend. I probably did not show her that much that I wanted her to be my friend. But every time I think of that friendship group, I think of this one person. I'm like, oh, this person could have been my friend, or this person could have been my friend, or I feel like I lost a friend, or a potential friend. But anyways, that happened. I mean, the breakup that happened between the two people dating the friendship group was terrible, was bad. One person had evidence to show that the other person had hurt her. This other person, me, I didn't have evidence, and even if I had evidence to show that this person hurts me too, nobody wanted to hear my side of the story. Nobody was interested in my side of the story. Amara is the abuser, Amara is the bully, Amara is the powerful one, Amara is the one that everybody should protect themselves from. So I didn't necessarily argue, or people know now, I didn't argue or anything else. I'm a runner. It's something I'm currently trying to correct in my real life, like my current life. With people I'm meeting now, the friends I'm making now. Like, I remember a few days ago, somebody had asked me, what do you want from me? And I was like, more humanity. Be human with me. If I know you, please tell me. Please, I'm begging you. Don't see me as an image that, oh, this powerful person is doing this to me. No. Please, tell me. Even if it's the tiniest thing, just please say it to me. I need a whole lot of humanity. And I feel like that's one thing I didn't get. I don't feel like I got in that friendship dynamics. Although that friendship dynamics weren't kaput, I feel like it did teach me. It did teach me a lot. It did help me a lot to be where I am right now. It did, and I'm grateful. We didn't end up where we wanted to be. Honestly, with this friendship group, where I remember one time having a conversation with one of them. We're talking about 20 years time, what we're going to do in 20 years time, how we're going to own businesses, how the bill against Kwepu would have been lifted by then, and we can now own businesses, we can now own this, we can now own that, we can actually own like a gay lounge where people will come and spend time, be there. Like, I remember one time having this business talk with this one person in the group, and I would have loved to see what would have gone into. But that didn't happen, and that's fine. As much as that was sad, it's still sad till today, because people keep asking me, yo. So it's still actually sad, because who doesn't like good things? That thing you were experiencing that time, those videos I was showing you, they were real. Nobody should get it twisted. We did not lie to you. Any video that I put out, that had the gays gathering, they were real. All the joys were real. All the sweetness, they were real. All the dancing, everything was real. All the fish, we chopped fish, they were real. But life happened. Life happened, and we didn't have tools to navigate, to deal, to sort it out, and then we ended. But believe you me, nobody did anybody dirty. I mean, except for the relationship dynamics I had with this other person. I mean, even in that relationship, I don't think anybody outrightly wanted to do anybody dirty, but we both felt what we felt, and we both, let me stop speaking for her. I felt what I felt. And at the end, I knew it was either her or me. If I picked her, I would have walked away with the blood in my mouth and gone and let it strangle me. And if I picked myself, then I would have vomited it, which is what I did. I picked myself, and in that moment, I vomited the blood out, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going home with this blood. Here, this blood is not mine. Here. So when the relationship ended, it was bloody. It was bloody. It was very, very bloody. And yeah, that was the final straw. That was how we all disembarked. What's wrong with me? That's how we scattered. So yeah, that is everything on the gays. And recovering from that, heartbreaks are hard though. If anybody tells you that heartbreaks are easy, then that person's a liar. Heartbreaks are hard. Imagine, 1 minute you have this person you're testing, you're sending videos of your life, you're receiving pictures of their life, people are sharing your life, then the next minute you both don't have access to each other's lives. They're very hard. In fact, a few weeks ago, I went to Lagos. I saw the person I was in a relationship with. I saw her in Lagos. I went to this place to see someone, and immediately I'm walking into the venue, the place. The first head I see, the very first head I see is this woman's head. She's just walking. I mean, the head was different because there was something different. I think she had changed her hairstyle or something like that. So I saw the head. I was like, I know this head. And the head walks past, and I was like, oh, okay. So I had to like tell myself, you know what, my love, you're safe, you're good. Because at that moment, my heart wanted to start beating fast. I was like, yo guy, listen to me, I'm your anchor. I have this sticker notes in my house, all over the house, that says, I am your anchor, you are my anchor. So every time when I'm trying to like spiral, I remind myself, listen to me, I am your anchor. Listen to me, you're fine. Listen to me, we've cried. Listen to me. Like I had to remind myself, I am your anchor, and we have cried, we have mourned, and we have buried. Right now you're safe. Right now you came to see this person, you came to be with this person, go and have a good time. So I like, and I went into the place, and I kind of like blocked off her existence. It was as if she wasn't there. I had a good time. I really had a good time. But coming back to Abuja and processing that night, it hit me how very sad that was. Because, 1 minute, this person's breath used to be in your mouth. The next minute, you are perfect strangers, ignoring each other's existence in a gathering. Breakups are hard, they are scary, they are hard, but there are things that you survive from. Don't worry, I survived. There are days when I wake up and I still remember, and I'm like, there are days when I wake up and I'm genuinely still saddened by how that relationship ended. Because it's not just the relationship for me, it was the fact that this person and I had a friendship. I met this person, or I had known of this person since 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. I had a crush on this person until 2018 when we finally met for the first time. 2018, 19, 2020, we started dating. So it's been years, guy. Like, we even had a friendship. I had a friendship with this person that was so dear to me that I remember I used to tell her that even if I die, I'll come back as a ghost to come and check up on her. That was how much this person was in my life. That was how much this person was dear to me. Then we had a relationship, it went kaput, and everything went kaput with it, everything. And that was one of my biggest regrets in life, to be honest. The truth is, I knew I didn't want to date this person. I knew. I don't know why I did. Till today, I'm like, but why did you date this person? I knew. Like, do you know when you know a person, you talk when they talk, when they relate, you already know that, no date this person. Like, we were guys, so we're telling ourselves things about ourselves. And with everything she had told me about herself, I knew I did not want to be in a relationship with her. I knew what I wanted with her was what I already had. Even when we don't talk for a very long time, there was still hope of talking sometime. Then we decided to take it a step further and date, and then everything ended. So till today, I won't lie, I still very much regret that decision of going into that relationship, because we could have not. Was it necessary? I don't think so. We could have not. This is someone I could have worked with. I always used to dream of working with this person. Like, we used to talk about it. We used to see, but I won't not talk all this because honestly, till today, I'm still very much saddened by how everything went kaput. Especially knowing that my insights told me before that relationship started. My chi told me, my inside voice told me, everything warned me, guy, everything told me. But look at me now, fine one was in my face and I could not think proper. I did not think proper. And see where that got me. Abuser, that is what they call me in the streets now. I'm an abuser. I'm even grateful that I have friends who just like, they make the point of it to tell me, to speak into my spirit, yo, you're not an abuser, you're not a bully. When that relationship ended, the things that were in my spirit were bad. I remember I was in one of the worst places of my life when that relationship ended. Because the things I said to this person when we ended, I had never, in my whole years of existence, I have never seen those kind of words come outside of me directed to a person. Never. Even to my parents who hurt me the most. Never. Like, the words I wrote to this person and said to her, it was blood. It was blood. Like, I remember one time showing a friend of mine that message, like the final words that, I wrote to this person when we ended. And she was reading that message and she was shaking and she was crying. And she finished and she was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I don't know where you were at to write that message, but that place you were at, that you were able to articulate and write this, God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to her for getting this, but I'm also sorry to you for being in that place that you were able to write this. So yes, heartbreak happened this year, and I spent a huge part of the year washing, healing, baptizing, burying, killing, mourning. It was bad. But as God will have it now, the sun came again, the day came, the night went, and I started breathing again. I even started writing again. I started paying attention to myself. I started going inside and trying to, instead of pointing fingers, like, oh, this person did this to me, oh, this person did that, I started checking, okay, what was my own contribution? And that actually has been good for me, because I feel like I've been able to sit with myself and just offload things, forgive myself, let go of things, acknowledge things, work towards things. I've been able to do that. I'm actually very, very grateful for people who have held me after that relationship ended, after that friendship dynamic ended. Because from the very first day, I remember the very first day the relationship ended, the minute it ended, after I finished typing that message, I remember sending that message and being so scared, like, oh my God, what have I done? Then I sent copies to 2 people, and I was like, please read this and tell me what I've done. And I remember one of them told me, it's okay, just breathe. So being able to even reach out to people in that paranoia, in that was everything. So I'm so grateful for Olainka, for the 2 people who held me through that period, after that relationship ended, because I was so scared. After that message, this person wrote me back and said, never contact me again. you're a toxic person, and you're a horrible person. So for days I was brewing in, my God, I'm a horrible person, I'm a horrible person, I'm a horrible person, for days. It took my friends offloading and unbagging with me for me to realize, you know what, yes, you did something horrible, but you also do not trust this woman, so you cannot accept what she said about you to be true because you don't trust this person. The things that this person did, the ways this person moved, the way they navigated in the space they shared with you shows that you cannot trust them to define you. Like, these are things I had to offload with my friends, with myself, with my people. And God, before I started feeling like myself again, building an esteem again, it took a while. I won't lie, it was hard work. It took a while. I didn't share with you people because it was too much. But there was a lot of hard work that went into me feeling like myself again. Me washing away those namings, those names that people had projected on me that weren't mine. Just having people with me to process with me, to hold my hand, to baptize with me, because many names were projected on me that I did not want to bear. So I had to go under the water several times to be baptized for me to start bearing my name again, Amara. So yes, this year was hard, but this year also taught me a lot. It also taught me a lot. I'm currently back to writing. If you know me, you know writing is my first love, my one true love. It's something I want to be an author. I want to be a film writer. I want to write. I don't know how I'm going to get there yet, but at least I feel like right now I'm much more hopeful because every day I see myself either researching, like I'm watching videos on YouTube. There are many videos on creative writing on YouTube that I've been watching, I watch, and just even if I'm not writing, just watching videos on how to write, how to describe characters, how to do this, how to do that, they make me feel so as if I'm doing something in my life, as if I'm navigating towards where I want to go to. So right now, that is what I've been doing. I've also been applying for jobs, yes, and I feel like there's this one job that is about, I'm this close to getting this job. It's close. So that's also something that happened for me this year. I decided to start working, because I had worked in this team, like these people gave me a job, so I worked in a team for a brief period and I enjoyed it. And I was like, wait, I want to work in a team. I don't like working alone, planning the videos on my own, doing this on my own. Like, I worked in a team and I was like, I enjoy it. Somebody was giving me feedback on my work, like in a loving way. Oh, just shift this, can you move this from here to here? Yeah, to make the work cleaner. So I was like, I want to work in a team. So this year I also decided to come out of myself and look for jobs and work in a team, and I'm very close to getting one. So I'm very hopeful that next year I'll be working with an organization. So yes, I'm back to writing and learning how to write again. I'm still here. Like, I want to have a better schedule next year because I feel like all these things that happened this year kind of like affected my relationship with YouTube, my schedule, my consistency. A lot happened, so like there were times where I wasn't consistent, there were times where I would just disappear. I want to work on that, but yeah, that happened this year. I'm ending the year at a very grateful space. I'm very grateful. I know that my mind is running around and my body's still feeling unsafe. My mind is like still processing things that have happened to us in terms of like unsafety and all of that, and a lot is happening. I'm having nightmares, but like when I sit to myself in truth, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. I'm very, 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 very grateful. I mean, I have a new blanket. Oh, if you know me, you know I have a thing for blankets. I love blankets. Anyways, this year I've been a lot, but this year has been good. I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. I'm filled with gratitude. I have my hands open, ready to receive what 2022 is bringing. My hands are open. So yes, I'm very grateful for how much this platform holds me. I'm very grateful for how much people come through for me. I am very, very, I'm filled with nothing but gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This year, I'm ending it intense. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I don't know how next year is going to be, but I know double. We are going to cash out, we are going to work, we are going to be productive, we are going to enjoy, we are going to rest, we are going to have ease, we are going to have love, we are going to have money. Money is necessary, but we need to enjoy, we need to chill with the big boys, we need to bam bam. We need to bam bam. So we're going to have money, we're going to have opportunities that will give us money, that will empower us. Amen. Amen. So next year is going to be fruitful, next year is going to be amazing, next year is going to be I was going to say next year is going to be our year, but then again we said that about 2021, about 2020. Anyway, let's be hopeful, let's be praying in a hopeful tone. Next year is going to be our year. Many amazing things are coming next year. I don't know how, because right now I'm very much struggling in finding sponsors, in finding money to create things I want to create. So I'm still in a very struggling headspace, but I know all the things I'm scripting, all the things I'm planning to work on, all the things, our money remain, and we'll go find that money. All the things I'm trying to achieve, we are going to achieve them. All the things I'm pregnant with, we are going to bet them. Even yourself, all the things you're pregnant with, you're going to bet them, all right? You're going to bet them. All the things you want to create, all the things you want to achieve, all the things you want to make. You see, this year when we enter, you're going to start, you're going to be making them. You make them to 2023, 24, 25. You're going to actively be taking steps into the future we want to access, all right? All the things you need will align for you. All the people you need to meet for these things to happen will align for you. The money you need, the opportunity you need, they will align for you. They will align for me. They will align for us all. Alright? So thank you again. Thank you for being here. This video is so long, so let's stop here. This is the last video of the year. Yes, we did it. 2021. We don't did it. Well done. Well done to you for doing it. Well done. So thank you everybody. Thank you for being here. I love you, you love me. Do not forget, as you're witnessing my life, as you're being here checking up on me, don't forget, never forget, whether I say it or not, never forget, take care of yourself, love yourself, protect yourself, forgive yourself, hold yourself, pamper yourself, be friends with yourself, be good to yourself, be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle in yourself. Be in yourself. Be for yourself. Be with yourself. Be yourself. Let no other person be you. Every other person is busy being themselves. They are busy being in their own body. You be your own body. You occupy your body. You occupy your life. You be yourself. Be your name. The way I'm being Amara. Be Choma. Be Emeka. Be Chidera. Be, I need more names than not Igbo names. Be Evelyn. Be Emmanuel. Be Tosin, be Tolu, be Aisha, be Halimat, be Grace, be Victor, be Timmy. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be your, I cannot say this enough. Be yourself, all right? Be and be yourself, all right? I love you. I love you so much. Honestly, I love you all so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From me to you, all I have to say is thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. I love you, I love you. Olaika sends her love, her regards, and her respect. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. From me to you, this is where I'd like to end this video. And this is your friend Amara. Omo, this is your friend Amara. Amara the lesbian. And this is goodbye. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Have a beautiful year. Have a beautiful celebration. Alright? Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Well, let me kiss you. Mwah. 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 Bye.